Hello and welcome. I am Ada Gregan, and I am back for more Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. Today we're here for Episode 12, and last time, as you can see, was very recent for me, just a few minutes ago. Uh, Last time we really explored more of the Junpei story, and we also wrapped up the Mahito-Nanami fight pretty quickly. Sure enough, Nanami was about to lock in, and he certainly did. He completely bodied Mahito and really, I guess, humbled him quite a bit, but also showed us that Mahito isn't quite like this ancient big bad. He's clearly the newest of the curses, and he acts and seems to be quite like a child, which is really interesting because he also kind of has the energy of a mastermind. I think that role is more Geto's, though. Mahito is instead just a very calculating and clever man. Uh, Despite not being as powerful, apparently as Volcano Head, he's far more competent, so far more of a threat, which Nanami does recognize. However, Nanami hits him with a triple fake out and just completely crushes him as he just walks away. Not unfazed, but certainly not in any danger. The other encounter, which started off much more peaceful, as Junpei and Yuji were just kind of Yuji was interrupting Junpei and kind of took him out of his downward spiral he was going with the teacher. And then they had a nice little talk at the river. Yuji showed us and Junpei how disarming he is and how just very personable he is, very emotionally intelligent. He didn't really press Junpei at all, instead just decided to get to know him and ended up having dinner with him and his mom, who we got to meet and say farewell to in the same episode, tragically. Uh, yeah, that was not very fun. Uh, that was also the point where the episode and really this whole Junpei arc really took a turn for the worse, as this was really the part where all the pieces that have been building and that have been set up, not just by the curses kind of puppeteering Junpei's arc here, but also just the forces around him are really all coming to a head. Basically, Junpei's mom is framed, and Mahito insinuates that the people who are tormenting Junpei are responsible. So he goes on a much darker path, of course, still grieving from his mother, and the fact that seeds had already been sown from him before about being willing to kill people and almost going through with it if Yuji hadn't interrupted him, uh, like within moments, basically, of him doing it. So it is not surprising at all that he is about to go through with it here. Whether he actually will or whether Yuji will be able to stop him, I'm not sure. However, since the idea is for Yuji to create a pact that'll basically give Sukuna power, clearly bad guys aren't just going to sit by and watch this happen. They're probably going to intervene, and they're really going to push Yuji and push him to his limit. It sounds like since the pact is the goal, that's kind of unnecessary. So this is not going to end well. It's definitely going to end with some action that'll be nice for me, but also some really painful moments, I'm sure. The other thing that really happened, going back a little bit, that was probably the most interesting part of the episode, like discussion-wise and theme-wise, was the conversation that Yuji and Junpei had after dinner before his mom was murdered, where they talked a little bit more about the value of life. And Yuji brings up how he doesn't want to kill people. He doesn't want to fight people. He definitely doesn't want to kill them, even if they're like bad sorcerers, which I brought the idea up before and I considered it, and I had a feeling that he would be given pause if he encountered a curse user like Geto, but I didn't think he'd talk about it before it actually happened. I thought it would be an in the moment thing that he'd have to grapple with. It probably still will be, but we do get confirmation that that is not something he's ready to do, especially killing them. He's not willing to do because he's almost unusually aware of the phenomenon that happens when most people kill their first person, that they're never the same because killing becomes an option. Anytime you don't want to do something and there's something that you've never done before, as soon as you do it, it becomes real, right? It becomes something that you are now capable of doing and that you know you can do. You can no longer tell yourself you can't do it. I won't give personal examples because that'll get me demonetized, and also I guess wouldn't be too dark for the show because it's kind of where the show is going in a way, but I'll just leave it at that. If you're new here, I do full reactions. I don't cut them down. However, on YouTube, they are edited with the visuals and the audio. Full version, uncut, unedited, is in the description. However, the analysis, the episode breakdown will be on here. So if you go down and watch it there, please do come back here and listen to my thoughts, and then leave a comment if there's something you think I missed, something you want to highlight or bring up, or just something you want to converse with me. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to join me on this journey. I'm trying to finish JJK before the end of, well, really by the end of this year, if not in January, before the third season starts. So we'll see if we can do that. And if you want to watch me along, please do subscribe. And yeah, all that housekeeping out of the way. Let's just hop right in. Let's not waste any time at all. Let's get into JJK Season 1, Episode 12 now. I do have what seems to be a bit of meta knowledge looking at the episode titles. They're in Japanese, so I don't know exactly what they mean. Okay, yeah, he was told about it and then went straight in. But I believe there's one more episode before the actual tournament arc starts, so if this is separated into cores, it'll probably be next episode. It'll be the end of the first core. Oh, there's a lot more. Okay. He's gonna go anyways, yeah. So you're gonna go after him? Yeah. Good, he's gonna go to the help. They're weak, you can handle them. Whoever you are. Seems to be a student of his, I presume. Ooh, he's grade 2, okay. If you accomplish this, yeah. That's a great motivation. Nanami knows people pretty well. She's confronting him. I got you killed once before. It's amazing how much like their relationship has grown in just a few episodes. But I have to go anyways. And you know you can't really stop him. His expression didn't change, but you know what's going through his head, right? Okay. I do wonder if that's related to the water spirit. I've been mentioning it before, but I'll just talk about aquariums, oceans, water. In the opening, there's like that spirity water stuff. In fact, we haven't seen the water spirit. This may just be an instance of breaking news. 25-year-old discovers 70% of the world is water, but I swear it's not a conspiracy. They're building this up, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Even that guy's coming out of the water. See? There's no way it's a coincidence. Let's see. I knew from the moment I saw Mahito he would be interesting, and he is not disappointed. I also love the way that they've been using Sukino's fingers so far. It's really interesting and unpredictable. So that is his... Is that like something that was granted to him? Because life is valuable. Don't mistake the value of a life. He's so much more expressive now, right? Because it's all bursting forth. Soul. Yeah, he's really taking what Mahito's told him to heart. Poison. Ooh. Is that why everyone was passed out? Come on, give him some tough love. That's Yuji for you. Plus, this is like your first time using it. Come on, man. Don't expect too much from yourself. Oh, the background falling apart. I think he wasn't expecting that. He's got some crazy moves. Gojo with his hair down does hit different. Yeah. He's clinging on to the ideology that he needs in order to do what he wants to do. It's the temptation, quite literally. But it's already been thrown away. His mom's gone. Right. I wonder if that's why he decided to go through with it. He didn't want to taint his soul, but his life has already changed forever from his view. Yeah. I had a feeling that's what that was what he was struggling with. People who torment me can't have hearts. Then the world no longer makes sense. It's so heartbreaking. How can you blame that, right? Having been through what he's been through? How can you possibly blame him? Both of them weren't considering the other. Yeah, don't be angry at him. Try to understand him. Good. But it won't end this nicely, obviously. Not with those who are observing him. Right, he didn't even know about that. I assume he didn't anyways. People like me who also don't have our parents. So found other forms of support. And here it is. Here's the crossing point. Either one. And now they meet. Yep, now it's tug of war. Junpei's with the two people that he's closest with. But he's only known for like a week. Okay, so how is this gonna end? He's not somebody who's good. Yes, he is. He's helped you. That doesn't make him good. Don't tell me. He was just a tool to get to him. Oh. Yeah, he exists for the sake of Yuji. Oh. Begs the question. Is the doctor right and he's already dead? Or can he be brought back? Yeah. With no... Refuse? Even Mahito wasn't expecting that. I wonder why. Yeah, we don't know what it is, though. No, Sukuna's got his own intent. It all depends on what that pact was. Oh, growl in his voice. His voice actor is incredible. Oh. Both sides and then the middle of, once again, him laughing. He's a demon. Now what? He is alive. Because it's not perfect like you said, right? Yeah. This music with the vocalist in the background. This is hitting me a lot more than I thought it would. This is hard to watch. Oh, the chills. I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god, the chills. Holy fuck. Oh. Oh my god, that scene was incredible. That scene was incredible. Haunting. He meant what he said.
虎杖裕二は自らの命を顧みない。人質による外的な縛りは下等に止められている。ならば、殺したいほど憎い相手を殺せないとき、彼は宿儺に頼るだろうか。順平で足りなければ、生徒を一人ずつ目の前で変えてやればいい。利害を超えた憎しみで、宿儺との交渉を促し、虎杖裕二に縛りを課す。それで宿儺をこちらに引き入れる確率が上がれば万々歳。
He's not gonna turn to Sukuna anymore, though.
だが、これは俺が彼より強いことが大前提。
Oh, that presumes that I can. So. Finally lost it. Speaking of losing it. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, the claustrophobia. This is really good. Gotta be more careful. Ooh. Interesting how he's using tools now. Now he's talking about murder, he's switching to human tools. Ooh. Unfazed. He's only got one thing on his mind right now. He's not concerned about himself. It's a bad habit. It's also smart, blurring his field of view to get a good hit in. But is that even going to stop him? Ooh, how is this going to work? Sukuna going to reject him? We were both joining and ridiculing him, but don't do it again. You are no match for Sukuna. The change back, great. He's still here, yeah. It's not enough to stop him. Tell him he's gonna go for the headbutt. Yes. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. This is not going how he wanted it to. Is Geto actually gonna have to intervene? Whew. It's cathartic, but it doesn't make me particularly happy. But Mahito's not that weak either. Oh! Just in the nick of time. Still with that stupid nickname.
説教は後で現状報告を。二人助けられなかった。どこまでも他人のこと。
Two?
まずは君の体のことを。俺は平気。いっぱい穴開いてっけど。
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot of wounds for a Heiki.
全員体育館でぶっ倒れてる。
なんだ、ピンピンしてるじゃん。七三術師。お互い無事で何よりだね。ハグでもするかい？再会を祝して。
Well, sooner than either of you were probably expecting.
虎杖君、あの話を。
Because he's taken a lot of damage.
俺が殴った。いつ？いっちゃん最初。奴の手に触れましたか？うん。私の攻撃は奴に効きません。
Yours do.
なんで？理由は説教の時に。一、虎杖君に奴の術式が効かない。
But these story works especially well on him.
殺せない理由がある。どちらにしろ
Yeah.
好都合。
He's at a massive disadvantage. I stop, you hit. Makes sense. Good luck. That's not Finn. That's Finn. You're kidding. Oh my god. There's no way that was the whole episode. What? The whole second half of the episode was just Yuji giving him a beatdown. What an episode. What a brutal episode, though. Assuming it does change with the second core, I am going to use the CD quite a bit. It's a very nice palette cleanser, as I expected it would be. Did you sample this time, or are they depriving us? Yay, Juju sample. Thank you. I kind of need this. Little spirits. That's just a Digimon. That's just Agumon. Cheeks. The sword and the barrel toy. Is that a toy for kids? It's kind of dark. What am I watching? What was that? Okay, sure, why not? Bunch of little kid curses learning about the knives in a barrel and then being scared off by it. If there's meaning to it, it's lost on me. I'm sorry, I love analyzing, but I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not even gonna try. Well, I'm glad I got like a little bit of a laugh here. Not gonna be much more of it going through this. This will be pretty quick as an analysis, though. It's cool seeing this guy develop a little bit as their relationship goes, and he's determined to make a stand, but he knows he can't do anything to stop him, so he's not really gonna stop. He just wants to make sure Yuji knows what he's thinking, knows what's on his mind. Moondrag. So he has a Shikigami, and it seems to have been powered up by, presumably powered up by Mahito. I like how he's kind of word vomiting out the, or he's just echoing the words that was told to him. The heart is the metabolism of the soul. Or emotions, rather, was the original. So I guess it's not entirely. It's a little bit his own. But yeah, he's sided with the ideology that's easiest for him. Not necessarily criticizing for him. I don't blame him for it at all, but his life is very hard. This is really cool. Cut this out. It's really cool. Good visual. But Yuji is no joke. We know that. Got your hair down. Oh. Put your glasses up. I can't look at those eyes. I forget everything I was about to say as soon as I see those. He says it right there. You're just trying to convince yourself you're in the right. You're siding with the beliefs, with the worldview that will allow you to do what you truly want to do. Can you say that in front of her because he doesn't know? Great expressions all throughout the episode. People cursed me and my mom with those hearts. That would mean that people who've done such horrible things to me did it while having hearts. That can't be true. No one could have a heart and do what they did. Because right and wrong all gets turned upside down. Like, I said before that like I've been saying like that's the easy way out and that it's only reasonable, but like it really is hard not to empathize with him, right? I mean, it is the easy way out. I don't take back what I said, but the alternative is more than just the hard way out. It's more than just the hard road. It's something that if you mull over too much, it becomes more than hard. It becomes unbearable. How do people do such horrible things while having the same heart that I do? How can they be as human as me yet when they're willing to do such things? At the end of the day, it comes down to empathy, and it comes down to understanding where everyone comes from and what led them to be the person that they are. But it's hard. It's excruciating. It's unbearable. You lose sight of what's right and wrong, and you could argue you never really find that again once you accept the fact that the worst people in the world have just as much of a heart as you do. The world stops making sense because it never did, right? The world has never once cared about what you believe is right or wrong, what to human morality is right or wrong. The world just does. The world just is. We can interpret however we want, but we shouldn't try to force the world to fit into our narrow worldview. And Yuji realizes this. He realizes that he's narrow-minded here. He's been too focused on assuming what Junpei's been through and what he's thinking, what he's doing, that he's not thinking it through. He realizes that he needs to empathize, needs to get clear of the situation before he jumps to the conclusion that he did. This scene is so hard. It's always those moments where there's a possible future, a new route that opens up before it's violently slammed in your face, crushing your fingers, right? It's horrible. Mahito's not a bad person. Wait. Just because they've been good to me does not mean that they're good. The use of color in this scene is horrible. It's painful. It's so effective. I'll do anything? No. We don't know what this pact is. He doesn't know what this pact is. And this is confirmation. This is apparently confirmation to Sukuna that Yuji doesn't remember the pact. But since he's tormenting him, obviously part of that's just his personality. And he bonded with Mahito a little bit over the fact that they were both ridiculing Yuji, but I assume this is going towards whatever Sukuna's plan is, probably to throw him into despair. That way he can get what he wants without having to make another pact with Yuji, without having to come with him. With Yuji just loses himself, then he can do what he wants. I assume it's something along those lines, increasing his negative energy, making him more powerful, biding his time. This is such a shot. If I weren't as anti-sensationalist as I am, and I did put like screenshots of the episodes in my thumbnails, which I make a point not to do, this is definitely the one I'd use. This is, it's so brutal. And Yuji snaps and, oh God. No, I'm moving on. I don't need that. I don't need to relive that. And then Yuji snaps. Very, very justifiably. And then he says something that almost to him seems to invalidate everything he said. I will kill you. Don't you mean exercise? No. He means what he said. And I wouldn't be surprised if after this he has to grapple with that he meant what he said. Though he hasn't killed a person yet, he's now experienced truly wanting to kill somebody, and knowing him, that won't go well. That's not a good realization to have. It's not as bad as killing someone, but it's well on that way. I also made a note of this. It's very poignant how Mahito is usually using animal features to morph his soul, but when he decides to go for something that is more murdery, something that is more about killing, it's focused about killing, he pulls out human tools, weapons of destruction. Very poignant. And then he keeps attacking him, but no. He tries to morph him, and Sukuna, you are not as strong as Sukuna. Great cut here. Very perfect. Just the face of what just happened? Of somebody who really doesn't know the world as well as he thinks. Then he just headbutts the living snot out of him. Very satisfying. Very Tanjiro. The Kamados would be proud. I don't even know what he's holding there. Looks like a nuke. You're alive. And he's still injured from the attacks. So he's going to go defend, he's going to go distract, and you're just going to go attack. Very good. Good plan. Good plan, good episode, good stuff. Heartbreaking, hard to watch. One of the hardest episodes to watch so far, I think. This episode plus last one's been just brutal, but it's these episodes, I think, that it's really more about the reaction than it is about the discussion. I do think I got some things that are worth talking about, and there's definitely a lot of, again, continuous developments, especially with Eugene killing people, and it's really good to see. It's really hard to see, but it's really good to see. The show is absolutely living up to my expectations, blowing past them, and then continuing to go upwards. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon, especially with the reception it's gotten. I'm really getting it more and more with each new episode, so I'm really excited. I'll probably watch one more in this set. I'll be releasing them over the week. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for hearing my thoughts. If there's anything that you want to share with me, anything either about what I said or in the episode that you want to comment on, if you disagree with me anything, please do leave it in the comments. Do like and subscribe. Join me on this journey as I try to finish JJK season 1 and 2 before season 3 starts in January. That's my goal right here, and it's something I think I can do. So if you want to join me along there and kind of be here for a rewatch of JJK, really, and a decent analysis of it, then yeah, subscribe, join me. I would love to see you along for the ride. But either way, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have been enjoying it and will continue to enjoy it, no doubt. And until the next one, have a lovely rest of your day.